From Lalate headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons Lalate.
Friday, March 5th, 2021, and it's Afternoons Lalate. The vote is in on your $1,400 third stimulus check bill. The vote started today and will finish on Saturday. The bill could become law and signed by the President of the United States as early as tomorrow. Third stimulus check bill excitement grows across the board as exciting numbers from jobs came in from Wall Street, beating estimates, but still not enough. The numbers show that we could still have long-term unemployment problems for another 16 months. Across the country, however, a nation is excited. Optimism is growing as the third stimulus check and its arrival could start as early as this coming start of the week. We have all the incredible great news across the land. Afternoons Lalate's final 2 hours starts right now, direct from Santa Monica. A tumultuous day on Wall Street as the Dow started with a day of jobs numbers coming in better than Wall Street expected, but still showing we're going to have jobs trouble for several months, over a year to unfold. This means not a fourth stimulus check, but a fifth stimulus check package is in the works. Dow ended up positive dramatically after it was down initially. Dow ended up over 400 points, NASDAQ surging after being initially down. But in Congress, the vote started today and will finish tomorrow for your third stimulus check bill. You're getting a law. The law will be signed as early as tomorrow, and this is Afternoons Lalate. How are you? I'm so excited for you. Finally, we have a $1,400 third stimulus check bill becoming law. That law could be as early as 24 hours from today. Wow. Finally, we are at the finish line. What's going on is called a vote-a-rama, currently on the Senate floor. It's actually a term. I did not create that term. They're great with their terms, aren't they? Vote-a-rama. The vote-a-rama is occurring on the Senate floor today, and the vote-a-rama will be done tomorrow. And then back to the House as early as tomorrow, and then off to the president to sign the bill. One of the viewers in the video before me said, "Thank you, LA, for not showing her picture anymore from the House and just cutting to the president." I got your advice. I'm not cutting to her picture. I know which one you did not want to see. So I'm cutting to him. Your $1,400 third stimulus check would then go out as early as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. It takes about 3 days for it to go out after it becomes law. So you could see it going out Tuesday or Wednesday. Some viewers may get it electronically within that end of that day. Other viewers will get it the day after. So viewers are getting that check next week by all indications. This is huge, great news. If you have not hit that subscribe button right now, then let me do it for you. Let me grab your hand and just hit that subscribe button for you. This channel's on fire. The biggest growth of this channel, already at 100 million views in 9 months, breaking all YouTube records, but the biggest growth numbers in 3 weeks, the last 2 days. Today has been absolutely incredible. Friday's usually a slow day for broadcast news. Best day ever for this channel in about a month. Absolutely loving you, loving me. Let's see who's in the room across the board. So much excitement as we await that vote tomorrow. There's Crayola and there's Paula. Is it true? No. There's so much rumor. I'm not going to answer rumors, Paula. The bill is the bill. The bill is the bill. It is what it is. Nothing else is happening. Nancy, how's Scott? There's Heather. There's Linda. There's John Francis. There is Gunnar. There's Heather. And there is Robbie and Scott Berenger and Nancy and Hermina. It's not her fault. Let me explain what her comment basically was I had heard, no. Literally, the answer is no to everything. The bill, which the members of this channel have had for 3 weeks, is the law. I told you. The bill is exactly going to be the law, with the exception of what's called the phase out. For people over $100,000, people who are $90,000 are not going to get a stimulus check. That was not the concern of most viewers of this channel. The phase out is the only thing that's changed. Everything else is the same. I heard. Shouldn't be listening anywhere else. Why are you admitting you're hearing something somewhere else? There's nothing else changing in the bill. This is great news because basically it's not so much great news that nothing's being changed, but it's also great news of solidarity. All 50 Democrats are voting for this bill because they said, we will give you the vote for this bill, Mr. President, on a certain deal. We got a deal for you. The deal is when you work on that forced stimulus package, which you're starting to work on right now, because it's due in May, and you got to do it by reconciliation. Thank you, Cheryl, for the dancing pair. When you do that next bill, which you got to do in May, when you come to us, we're gonna, demand some things. What are you gonna demand? Or should I whisper? What are you gonna demand? I'm your president. What are you going to demand? We're going to demand multiple stimulus checks. Let me say it really loud and clear. Multiple stimulus checks? Yes. Reoccurring stimulus checks on the fourth stimulus package. Yes. That's demand from not one person, but 11 senators of the Democratic Party. That the president needs every single one of them to support the fourth stimulus package. Remember, the fourth stimulus package is going to go the same way as this one, reconciliation. And of those 50 senators, 11 has said, we're not giving you the support unless you do reoccurring stimulus checks. Huge, great news. And then came this. Ron Wyden, Democrat, senator, told a viewer yesterday and other viewers, I will push for $600 FPUC retro from July to December. But I want you to help me get some other Democratic senators to be aligned with me. Huge. Huge. You could basically make the push, viewers, to get FPUC retro, which was not paid in this, paid in the next bill. Huge. It's basically let's make a deal. The president needs 50 votes from 50 senators next time around, and they're already saying, guess what? We're not giving you the vote unless you make some deals with us. And they're starting to make demands. I love it. I love it. Again, if you're just joining me, we're 6 minutes into the video. The bill will become a law as early as tomorrow. It's passing the Senate. It's not being changed. You're going to hear a lot of dramatics. I told you not even to watch it. Don't even watch it. It's going to be sort of boring, a little confusing. Don't even watch the vote. The vote's going to be done. Then we're back to the House. The House will approve it as early as tomorrow. Then off to the president. He could sign as early as tomorrow. Done. Done. Beautifully done. Now, what about forced stimulus, which is really where we are? Manchin, not a factor. He's giving the support. The answer is done. Done like a steak. Done like sirloin. No, we don't make sirloin jokes like that on this channel. Done like sirloin. No, we don't make sirloin. We do not. We have lobster instead to eat. As the country looks across the land. What is next? Next is forced stimulus. And it started today with just interesting news about payroll. The Labor Department started this morning with the new job numbers. This is not the unemployment numbers you hear every Thursday. This is the monthly numbers. In the month of February, 379,000 jobs were created. Okay, that's good. That's beating expectations. It beat Wall Street. Unemployment dipped to 6.2 from 6.3. Not much of a change there. And Payrolls improved. Okay, good. There's a problem. There's 8.5 million less jobs now in the country than a year ago. Well, as one analyst said, if you had 500,000 new jobs created per month starting next month, 500 into 8.5, 16 months. 16 months until we're back to full employment. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because Jerome Powell, who governs federal policies of monetary, says he will not stop supporting this economy until everyone's back employed. And then Janet Yellen, who's your Treasury Secretary, she said that this administration will not stop providing stimulus until everyone's reemployed. Well, understand the numbers are very clear. If we generated 500,000 jobs next month and another 500,000 jobs the month after that, there's still 7 million people unemployed come May when we do the fourth stimulus package. Translation, it's not your final stimulus package. Fifth, sixth, yeah, you're going to see a couple more stimulus packages for a while. But the great news is that the heat is heating up. 11 Democrats wrote a letter to the president saying, when you do the fourth stimulus package in May, there's Alicia. Thank you for the super chat. Not a factor. I'm hearing a lot of negativity. I'm not answering negativity in the channel. I'm hearing a lot of negativity. I'm not hearing it. It's already been pooled. 50 votes are in favor of the bill. It's passing. What about? I think where this negativity is coming from other channels that don't know what the hell they're talking about, because I've seen their chatter. They don't know it. They don't understand anything. And I think that some people have watched some negativity. So what about Mitch? What about Mitch? There's a new article out today that Mitch is preparing for his retirement. Yeah, so I'm not covering that because I don't really cover about that. If Mitch wants to retire, then God bless him. But, you know. So the push is underway with 11 Democrats in the Senate to say, hey, when you get ready for that fourth stimulus package, which will be May, we are going to hold out for reoccurring stimulus checks. One viewer asked me on the video earlier today how much. They did not say. They did not say how much per month. Presumably, it's not $600 a month. It may be $1,200 a month. It may be $2,000 a month. But it's not $600 a month. And it's per month. It's reoccurring. Not, as I call on this channel, MSC, multiple stimulus checks, which could be, you know, a check now and a check in a couple months. No, this is better than MSC. This is reoccurring stimulus checks. Wow. And then there's the whole push for FPUC retro to fix it in the future for that unpaid weeks, nearly 20 weeks from July to December. That push is far from over. And if you missed the earlier recordings about the excitement for SSI and SSDI, there's actually 3 twists. One, there's a standalone bill now in the Senate that would fund SSI and SSDI and other programs with $2.75 trillion over 10 years with a wealth tax. Second, there's a possibility the president could choose to do it by executive order. Number 3, there is the push underway to get Elizabeth Warren to reintroduce the Senate her March 2020 bill that would set it in place. And as you sit here now and understand, we're far from over with this stimulus situation. Fourth is not your final stimulus bill. That the good news is it's time to get this still done. What a big day. And who is in the room? There is Nancy, and there's Wendy, and there's Bruce. How are you? There's Jackie, and there's Liz, and there's beautiful 1974. That was a beautiful year. And there's Ellen, and there's Catherine, there's Crayola, there's Hermina, and there's Dawn, and there's Jessica, and there's Scott, and there's Cindy as well. The reaction to these job numbers today is very important to understand because it explains to you what's happening with stimulus. I'm back with you in about 10 minutes from now, 15 minutes from now with Street and Stimulus. And on Street and Stimulus, I explain how stimulus impacts Street and how Wall Street impacts stimulus. But you and I know where the play is right now. The play is really at issue with that 10-year Treasury note. That 10-year Treasury note was 1% throughout 2020. Okay. Last week, it went from 1% to 1.5 in 1 week. No bueno. That's too fast. Then on Thursday, yesterday, Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, who is right here, spoke a few words about inflation, said we may have some inflation. That caused the Treasury yields to jump even higher for the first time ever to 1.6 and then come back down and then settle out. Today they went to 1.617. I said that a little too fast. 1.617. So Treasury yields are rising, which is causing a little bit of market instability, a lot of volatility. Dow was flat, then it surged. It ended up over 400 points. NASDAQ was down initially, then it ended up positive. Tesla, by example, what a year. It was down $50 this morning, which is $575. It started the year at $880. Yes, its next resistance level would be, well, its stopgap is $531. Its next resistance level would be $499, which is its November level. If it reaches $499, it will have lost half of its value in 2 months. Yeah, it's that type of real big market moves happening right away, gauging growth, gauging the economy, and gauging the vote-a-rama. What's going on in the Senate right now? Politico is a very good publication. They explain it. They say the Senate's heading for a marathon voting session Friday. Well, it's already started by the time of this recording. And both parties will go through sleepless hours to get a bill passed likely Saturday. There's no way around it. Once the vote-a-rama is done, that's actually a term. I did not make up that crazy word, vote-a-rama or expression. Then Vice President Kamala Harris will have the tie-breaking vote. The amended bill will then go back to the House, which must approve the changes before sending it to the president's desk. Done. Chuck Schumer spoke about this today. It would be better if we could do it bipartisan way, but we need to get it done. We're going to make the Senate. We're not going to make the Senate mistake we made after the last economic turned down when Congress did little or nothing. Richard Shelby, a senator out of Alabama, explained, "You're never ready for a vote-a-rama, but you have to be prepared for it." How do you get prepared for a vote-a-rama? A lot of Red Bull. I'm not kidding. So, unless you like paint drying, like watching paint dry, don't watch it because it's just going to go on forever. And that'll be done in the middle of tomorrow. And there you go. You got a $1,400 third stimulus check. So what else is in that third stimulus check package? There is, well, first of all, the check goes to individuals, $1,400, adults, $1,400, children, $1,400, adult dependents, $1,400, SSI and SSDI, $1,400. Not take it out for back taxes, debt collection, back taxes. That is an automatic check. Again, it would come out within about 3 days after it becomes law. Could become law on Saturday. Then the children's check is the next automatic item. In fact, it's the only other automatic item in there, in addition to the check, but it would not start paying until July. So you see the gap? There's a gap there of time. The children ages 5 to newborn will get $5,000. $1,400 stimulus check, which will come with yours right away. And then $300 a month starting the month of July for 12 months. $3,600. Great news. That's per child, 5 to newborn. 17 to 6, $3,000 plus $1,400. That's $250 a month starting the month of July, plus the $1,400 stimulus check right up front with yours. College students, $1,700 plus $1,400. Hazard pay, $1,500 if you make less than $25,000 plus $1,400. And then there's money for rent, utilities, food, internet, middle-class rent, low-income rent, homeless rent, and mortgage money for mortgage, even if it's privately held mortgage. All those generally are dependent upon you being behind on your bills. But when you look at the bill, in addition to the stimulus check, all viewers, even those who are on SSI and SSDI, get about $5,000 if you're behind on rent, utilities, food, and internet. And there's more in that bill as well. On top of that, what are the other items you get money for in the third stimulus check bill? In addition to that, in addition to the $5,000 and the $1,400, I'll tell you right up after the 60-second break that explains the community page and the programming schedule today.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LA Late Daily for the excitement of the new LA Late live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LA Late at 9 a.m. Home LA Late returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LA Late at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LA Late.
Across the country, Americans are awaiting that vote, and the vote started on the Senate floor today. It'll finish tomorrow on your $14 third stimulus check. That vote will result in the bill going back to the House and then going to the president's table as early as tomorrow and then becoming law. The stimulus check will go out next week, and viewers will get the check as early as the start of next week. That's $14 stimulus check. But what about the other money? What about the other money? And how soon will you get that money? Let me explain it right now. The other money doesn't come right away. Other money doesn't come right away. There is one provision in there for EIDL grants of $5,000 that has to be paid very quickly because they put a provision in there. It has to be paid in about 14 days. If you're a member of this channel, you have the bill. If you've not subscribed, today is the day to subscribe. If you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. The link is in the top of this chat. But it's free to be a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button because we've got 3 more videos on this channel today. Street and Stimulus, then the top of the hour with big updates about SSI and SSDI, and then we end with Purple. Purple is important because after the stimulus check, you won't be getting a check for a while. Rent and utilities and food and internet doesn't come right away under the third stimulus package. It's application based and doesn't pay right away. The children's check doesn't start to July. But what are the other items under there? There's $14 of paid sick leave per week based upon a $73,000 annual salary. And then there is several grants. There is a grant to start a new business, an innovation grant, $5 million per restaurant location, a grant for that. There's an EIDL grant, again, of $5,000. And then there's another round of PPP. Now, what I want you to know is that those items are not automatic, and that they will be subject to what I call this channel stimulus stampede, meaning everyone's going to stampede for the stimulus. But if you're subscribed to this channel, you'll know when they go live way ahead of anyone else because it's going to be first come, first serve. There won't be enough money for everyone for all the items. Now, what about forced stimulus? Forced stimulus is absolutely coming, but coming earlier than anyone anticipated. Why? Because earlier this week, the president brokered a deal with Merck and Johnson & Johnson, in which Johnson & Johnson's single-dose vaccine would be manufactured by Merck to get it out faster to Americans. That faster dosage delivery means that the entire country will be vaccinated by the month of May, not July, says the president. This means that the fourth stimulus package, which is a reopening stimulus package, is needed in May when we reopen, not in July, which is 2 months after we reopen. And just because we're reopening doesn't mean that's your last stimulus package. Today, the breaking news from Wall Street was that the jobs numbers from the payroll shows number of jobs created, payroll jobs from the month of February showed we did good. We generated 379,000 new jobs in February, up from because of hospitality, restaurant, and some recreational businesses. But we still have 8.5 million jobs missing. We're seeing great opportunities within the service sector, says Amy Glasser. We anticipate as weather continues, the hospitality will start to move up. But as Tony Benekin, head of global markets, Citizens Bank, says, the numbers are positive. While the labor market has a lot of ground to make up, we're in a different place than we were in a year ago, meaning that we still have 8.5 million jobs to make up. 500,000 jobs a month would take about 17 months, meaning that your fourth stimulus package, which could have reoccurring stimulus checks, won't be your last. In fact, it may just be the fourth. And that the push is underway to do stuff like reconciliation, like reoccurring stimulus checks. If there's enough support, then the push is underway for FPUC retro. And the heat is underway already to start talking about SSI and SSDI. Big, incredible news across the board as we're at the bottom of the hour and we're going into street and stimulus. What I want to give you as the big update is that the answer is no. I heard no. Well, what about the Republicans in the Senate today? No. Well, what about Mitch? No. It's just no. What's going to happen over the next 48 hours? If you like dramatics, tune in. But don't tune in, because it's going to be sort of like a lot of people bickering for the purposes of bickering. And then the result is the bill is going to pass. And I saw some of the comments in the commercial break. Someone said, well, can't the Republicans do? No. Well, can't the? No. It's just no. It's just no. And just, I don't know how many times to say no. So you're going to get a $14 third stimulus check bill passed. We have all 50 Democratic senators confirming they're supporting the bill, and the passage will be as early as tomorrow. The vote is started today. It finishes tomorrow. Then it goes back to the House. Off to the House it goes, then to the president's table. It could all be done as early as tomorrow, and then we're done. Then we are done. And when would the checks go out? Within 3 days after it becomes law. So some people could see checks Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It just depends. Remember, under the second stimulus package, some viewers got the check within 24 hours after it went out. Others got it a few days thereafter. Very exciting, great news across the board. I'm so excited for you. We're back in just 2 minutes with street and stimulus as I explain the impact of the street on your stimulus, especially fourth stimulus, the impact of the street on your fifth stimulus, and more. Stay with Lalate as Afternoons LA continues.